In today's video, I am going to be breaking down a couple of drills that you can use, but also the drills that Zach Lavine and Alex Caruso used in their recent training session. But I also want to say that you could use these same drills with 2-on-2 basketball games, and you could win a ton of games doing this. So let's get down, let's check these out. Okay, so in this first play, it's a dribble handoff, and Alex Caruso splits that hedge and pulls up for a mid-range jump shot. Now, this is obviously an in-game movement, but anytime that you see the hedge man pop up a bit too high, you can then cut back in. It's called splitting the screen, essentially, or splitting the hedge. And from there, you can actually just pull up for a nice mid-range shot. He could have also continued towards the rim as well. That is an option, obviously, when it comes to 2-on-2 basketball, if this was a game and not a mid-range shooting drill. Now, this is actually a very good angle for it, because here we can see that he is still looking in that direction to throw off that defender, and then he plants that left foot if he's obviously going towards that left side, so that he can push off and go back towards his right side. We can see this here. He's staying super low, but as soon as that hedge man tries to recover, you can actually do a quick snatchback style move for a mid-range jump shot. You can do the exact same thing, but you can pause for a second to essentially get your trailing defender to basically be in jail behind you. This will then basically isolate yourself with the hedge man. Your teammate could also pop off in either direction, and you can hit him up for a three-point shot. But here we see that whichever side that your main defender tries to reach on, you go the opposite side, and you can pull up for a mid-range jump shot. This next clip, we can see that he uses that screen, that dribble handoff, but he goes back in the opposite direction. Meanwhile, that original screener basically turns his body to screen back the opposite side so that you can pull up for that three-point shot. While this is a very good play to run, this is also a very good skill to have and to be able to read the defense to see that this man snuck underneath that dribble handoff. That hedging man was also trying to hedge really deep on you as well, which case you can then turn back around, and if your screening player continues to see that and turns around for that screen, you can actually pull up for a three and be wide open to do so. Now, so we see this once again with Zach Lavine, who's using that dribble handoff. His man is going a bit farther down below, and this hedge man is again still just protecting that three-point line and plays well over on this side. If you're a screener and you see this man trying to go underneath that screen, well, guess what? You can then just use that screen one more time, well, at least let Zach Lavine use that screen one more time. And if that man's, I'm going to tell you really quickly, if that guy tries to reach through and his hand's over top of yours, just continue to go through that, get that and one call, and pull up for that three-point shot. You can also use quick in and out jabs. Here we see an in and out dribble with a left foot jab to get that hedge man out towards that left side. We can see that really quickly right here, which allows Zach Lavine to take one quick dribble, left-right pull-up for that mid-range shot. Now, what we were seeing before with that rescreening action, we can do that rescreen again without that three-point shot, and you can attack that right side, especially if it's your right hand is your strong hand, and you can really basically exploit that defense crazy. However, here we do see him take that quick step back off that right foot, left-right, and that allows him to get that shot off. Now, really quickly, this is all about footwork. So many players will do it behind the back and pull up from over here. Well, that defender is a lot closer to this side. If you want to pull back towards the right side, it's really hard for right-handed players. You want to push off of that right foot. You want to go left, right. You want to be definitely on your toes, and that's going to allow you to pull up. If you were to pull up and drive and go left foot with that step back, you would still need to turn your body to shoot with your right hand, which then it becomes a lot slower. But if you can push off your right foot and go left foot, right foot, you could even go right foot push left and then do a two-footed hop. You can do that as well. That'll create even more distance, but if you were looking for speed, you can just push off right, go left, right, and then pull up for your shot. This is another great option with the dribble handoff, and then that player rolls off, you can hit him up with that pass for a secondary dribble handoff where you can pull up for a shot right after that screen. This is a really good option as well. You can re-screen, and that will allow you to have so many wide open shots. And you have to remember that because you're coming off the right side of this dribble handoff, if this defender was to reach through and to have his arm essentially on top of your left arm, that can also cause you to make that shot with an and one, because we have to remember that we should be able to handle having hands on our offhand, especially if we're an adult and maybe not a kid. We should be able to handle that with our strength to be able to still shoot like a regular shot. I hope that this video has helped you become a better 2-on-2 basketball player, but also a lot better of a basketball player overall. If it has, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.